Remember that if you would like to support this channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon. All it takes is $1 a month. And now, our feature presentation. Okay, let's hope that I don't have to take as long as I did in the previous part, because that one was a drag. It really was. Time to continue on with part 12 of SteamWorld Quest. We reach chapter 15, The Root of the Curse.
Chapter 15, The Root of the Curse.
Finally made it out. God, that was a drag. And I know for a fact I'm gonna grind after this, because I've I don't know, worked a lot on this. Ooh, now we can actually get some new materials to go with it. But there's so much I can do. I don't know where to start. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna grind a lot so that way I can get all the stuff that I need. Where do I begin? Maybe I should get this. But as far as my party goes... yeah. Unprotected light. Let's add the Super Soaker. Nice, we're actually making progress. Some do have upgrades while others do not. But yeah, I'm gonna have to be really smart about this battle. These three will have to do for it. There's the old scoundrel now! Calm, tree. Nice tree. Now that I've sent those snoops to pick a fight with the Ringmaster, I can buy back their parts and feed them to you. That should keep you calm enough for me to tap even more of that sweet, sweet moon juice. This abomination is most definitely caused by the powers of the Necronomicog. You again! But how did you? Game's up. We're here to stop your macabre little chemistry shop. Yeah, we know you have the Necronomicog. He actually told you? And shh, not so loud. You're disturbing the tree. I have just given it a bedtime snack. Oh, Bob, I always knew you were slippery, but hello? You can't just walk around feeding evil trees with your own customer base. So what? It's the circle of life. Now get away from here, or you'll turn my life's work into ruins. Shut your face. You've been hoodwinking people long enough. I'll cut down both you and that bloated tree of yours. Don't trust the tree. It needs its beauty sleep to produce the juice, and it really doesn't like any talk about cutting. Now you've done it. You've angered it. Calm down, my dear. I've got a fresh batch of parts for you down in the catacombs. I'll just have to cut them up a bit first and... oh no! Ah! Poetic justice in its most macro form. Timber! Now we're gonna take down a giant tree. Oh, this is gonna be one of these days. This one has over 18,900 HP. So what we need to do first is deal as much damage to it as possible. And yeah, this thing is gonna hit us hard. And he actually can summon thorns. Thorns that are actually gonna be a problem. Or better yet, why don't I just focus on them itself, on the tree? I need to start inflicting bleed damage. Yeah, poison and bleed damage is actually gonna help. And plus, with all the attacks it's dishing out, guess what? You're gonna deal a lot of damage. Yeah, poison, bleeding, and arcane damage. Exactly, look at that. See what I mean? Now you gotta deal with all this. Let's start by regenerating. Oh my god, immune to confusion. Confused and blind. I mean, look at it. No. Yes! That's more like it. And it can heal a lot. That's one of the reasons why it's not necessary. Yep, the flinch. And I missed. Okay, so what to do? Now we're talking. Now here comes the pain. Yep. He's gonna keep growing more vines. But thankfully, we have the perfect plan. Yeah, we just have to take down the vines, and they won't be an issue. Oh, even better! Now! Yep, nice knowing you. Goodbye. I don't really need to do much anyway. See ya! See what I mean? Poison, bleeding, you name it. It actually does prove to be a big help. And look at that, we leveled up. Galeo and Terra and Thane are level 32. I swear it, this boss fight was just really fun. You just focus on the tree with numerous status inflictions. Poison, bleed, doom. Combine all three, boom, he's a joke. Woohoo! All bark and no bite. And now the Necronomicog awaits us down this hall? Only one way to find out. It's pitch dark. It feels like gazing into black onyx. Guys, I feel something really slimy and disgusting over here. Think you outright mouth. So this is it. The legendary Necronomicog. To imagine that this artifact is the root of so much suffering. I thought it would be more heart-shaped. Indeed it is a heart, but the heart of a monster. Created by the goddess of deceit, from the bodies of distinguished alchemists and outstanding warriors. Melted together to forever drive the pulse of the Behemoth. That version was not in the hero's handbook. So much pain and suffering poured into this world. No wonder its energies were so utterly corruptive and destructive. Hey, what's going on? It's starting to glow. Remarkable. Our heroes grabbed the ancient artifact. and return with the prize to the light above. You're surrounded! Stay where you are! Oh, scrap. It's the Void Army! Without hesitating, our heroes assess the situation and prepare to... I think we better stay calm. Very calm. The Dark Lord approaches. Make way! All hail the Dark Lord! Well, well, well. What do we have here? A curious company of fortune seekers, doubtlessly led by their misguided beliefs and... you. Hello, old friend. What? Looks like you've done my work for me. Come 1,000 years, I would never imagine you standing before me so doubtly with the Necronomicog already activated. But here I am. Here you are, here we stand. In a dream of silence, a comforting night. The grinding gears of endless time halt to catch their breath. That verse! It's... you're Gilgamech! The true ancient hero! What? At least someone remembers who saved the world from total annihilation. But it's still not enough, Orik. But this group is proof that I was right. True heroism was never completely gone. They awoke the Necronomicog from its slumber. It reacted to their acts and qualities. I thought I'd made myself clear when I put you in that cage. I'm fed up with your foolish reasoning. Your group is nothing more than an exception. I have to admit, I got a bit worried when you beat my race, bird alchemist. She promised me that if I just gathered enough of these worthless guild heroes, she'd be awakened to Necronomicog for me. If she could do it without true heroes, then your little band proves nothing. But at least you've spared me the trouble of finding a new alchemist master. The deeds of this group proves everything. Small sparks of heroism can grow into great change. Changing the world craves a real and potent act of true heroism. A beacon to break through the darkness, not some small spark. The corrupt state of society cannot be disputed. Just look at how easily I could gather this evil army. He's talking about us! Hooray for the Dark Lord! Pah! These weak-willed puppets that cling to me just underline the dimness through which we must wade. Only I can put things right, just like I did before. You stood by my side then, Orik. Now give me the Necronomicog and let us reshape the world together. I know you are sad because you feel people have forgotten all about your heroics, but this is not about you. I do not have time for this meaningless jabber. I am the beacon. And since you won't willingly hand over the Necronomicog, old friend, you force my hand. What is this? Can't move! Now, with the Necronomicog in my grasp, it is time to withdraw for the final preparations. The High Hand of Destiny calls. The Dark Lord departs. Make way! All hail the Dark Lord! But you're the hero! Don't Go! Please! We've obtained Heartbroken Hero. Deals 410 strength as fire damage to one foe, and 35% strength as fire damage to Armilly. Inflicts despair on the foe for 3 turns. But Orik, if you knew all this time that Gilgamech was the Dark Lord, why did you keep it from us? I needed to make sure you were up for the task, or I would just send you towards an early grave. You have proven yourselves beyond any doubt to be true heroes, and I am sorry to have led you astray. How did we even end up here in this mess? There are a lot of things you need to tell us. Why does it matter? Nothing matters! The first time I met Gilgamech was in the temperance of Lux Ultima, a knightly order in the northernmost mountains. From his first day, everybody adored him, and he just loved it. He was pure as the driven snow, unmatched in strength and bravery, but prone to caper his way through the more self-reflecting disciplines. How many evenings did I not spend trying to enthuse him in philosophy or visual arts? When the Grand Knight chose Gilgamech to ride against the Behemoth, I, in turn, was chosen to be his companion and squire, sidekick if you will. You have all heard the story about how he defeated the monster, so I won't go into detail. Suffice to say, Gilgamech tore the Necronomicog right out of the monster. The Grand Knight of Lux Ultima made certain to find a proper place for the Necronomicog, burying it in a secret remote location where it would do no harm. In any case, when I last met Gilgamech after all this time, he had changed. He thought himself forgotten and the age of heroes to be over. He wanted to use the Necronomicog. His plan was to reawaken the Behemoth so he could defeat it and be the great hero again. Or as he said, show people what true heroism is really about. Armilly, did you know Gilgamech set up the first organized guild back in the day to promote true heroism? Whatever. I tried to make him see the folly of his plan, but I could see in his big brave eyes that my words, the message, fell on deaf ears. The Grand Knight would never disclose the whereabouts of the Necronomicog, but I could not rely on its secret location to keep Gilgamech from reaching his goal, so I needed to find another way of stopping him. I needed to convince him that true heroism still existed, and when he caged me and my hopes were at an all-time low, I found you. And you did show me true heroism, but I see now how lost my old friend is. It is all about his own glory. What a fool I have been! You think you're the fool? Huh? Ever since we set out on this swing, I've had it up to my ears with wimpy heroes, stuck-up alchemists, corn-fed druids, and heck knows. Some mild protesting aside, I've let myself get dragged around half a kingdom without much fuss. Right. But one thing I really can't accept is having done all this to simply give up as soon as the going gets a little bit tougher. Damn straight! I'm not gonna let that bully end the world! I haven't pulled myself and my brother from every hell there is just to croak on some chauvinistic jock with a superiority complex. Me? I've seen how easy it is to stray from even the path of science. When alchemy is used for the bad of the world instead of the good, let alone what it does to the people we love, I can't let that be. I can't let that shape the world for future generations. I feel ashamed that I invited despair so far into my mind. Our time together underlines, again and again, that heroes come in all shapes and sizes. We must never give up on ourselves. We must never give up on the world. Faith is gaining ground. We obtain Origin. Deals 100% strength or storm damage to one foe 3 times. Removes all mask and raises Orik's strength and magic by 1 grade each. There is still time. There is still time. What say you, Armilly? Come on, Millie. If this isn't a chance to deploy knowledge practically for the good of the many, then what is? Our heroes were down on their luck, and at their lowest, but still, there was a spark of hope. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go beat us a Dark Lord! This just hits me right there, I mean it. Having both acquired and lost the Necronomicog, our exhausted gang musters what it has left to follow Gilgamech into the Dark Frost Mountains. This takes us to Act 4, and possibly the final act of SteamWorld Quest. We're almost at the end, and I'm gonna see this journey through to the end. That is gonna be it for this part of SteamWorld Quest. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, it really does mean a lot to me. I would like to give special thanks to the people at Image and Form Games and Thunderful Publishing for providing me a copy of this. And I will see you in the next part. We're gonna see it through to the end. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out!